being a proper girl, look. Putting the fucking blanket over my legs. Hello. Hello. He's still meh. He bit me earlier, so I'm a little bit wary of him. I cried. Because he has been really purry. But a couple of times he put his paw on me and it was like, I don't know if he was doing the squish or pushing me, but then a couple of times he like went like that, like, get off of me. I was like, did he just do that? And I went to like touch him again and he pulled his face away and I fucking cried. Because I feel terrible. And I was trying to comfort him and I just pissed him off. It was like, oh, I'm so sorry, what can I do for you? I was telling him that he's going to the vet and telling him that I've just given him his medicine and it's going to kill the Wilmingtons within. But then he does look at me quite nastily. But then if I don't pay him attention, he's looking at me and he's looking for me and stuff. I don't think he knows what to do with himself. I think he's really quite unwell, which doesn't make Daddy happy. I gave him some chicken. I bought him some drumsticks because I love you. I still give him as like probably the closest thing I can give him to what he would be eating if I hadn't taken him as mine. If he was out there, he'd be eating birds. So I got him a bird. I got him some bird to eat. And we shared some drumsticks, didn't we? And he's eaten quite a bit. And has he? Oh, not quite. Not quite finished. I think that is. Yeah, no, that's still his second. That's his second. So that'll be. He'll finish that. So that'll be 2 today. And he's had like 2 drumsticks worth of chicken, I reckon. I would say he did like he didn't take it at first. There was a few bits there, but then I'd gone out for a bit and come back and it had gone, and he was sitting there. And then he went and had another sleep, and that's when he bit me. But he had another sleep during that time, and then I had some more, and I fed him, and he got quite into it. He had quite a few pieces. So that was nice, feeding me by hand. But like all the time I was walking on Asda's, I had like the social anxiety thing, like don't fucking look at me, like almost ashamed. But fuck all to do with what I looked like. Fuck all to do with what I looked like. There wasn't really any hostility or unpleasantness tonight. There was, but you know what? I was shying away from the smiles. Anyone that caught my eye, I looked away from. I wasn't, you know what I mean? Quite a lot of times people are already looking at me and I will meet their eyes and like not look away, and I quite often just smile, but they're already smiling a lot of the time. There's a lot of smiling eyes looking at me at the moment. It's beautiful. It's very kindly. It's a gorgeous smile that I get from a lot of women. It's almost kind of now in a way, but then that's kind of my button. I think in a lot of ways they're quite happy to see it. I think quite happy to see someone at peace enough with themselves to at least publicly do that. But it's fuck all to do with that. It was to do with how I was feeling about everything. And just that. Not like wanting to cry, but like just that grief or lost feeling, as if something's happened, as if something's gone. As if something bad has happened. And it's like the doom of it. What was it as well? That was weird. I had a little bit of after I made the last video, I had a bit of a kind of sadness sleep. Or I tried to. It lasted, I don't know, not that long. I thought I was going to go to sleep, then I needed a piss. And then I think that woke me up enough so that when I came back up, it was like another 10 minutes or something. But at one point, I did have a very vivid, sudden fucking realisation of my fear of heights, and that feeling that I get when I'm standing near a cliff and it's like the ground sucking me towards it. And it's like I'm going to fucking jump. If you don't get in my way, I'm going to fucking run and jump off that fucking cliff. Stop me, please. It's fucking horrible. There's a name for it. Something, it's touching the void. Touching the void. But I got that feeling because I suddenly visualised this fucking mountain like a really big mountain, but it was made of big, long, pointy fucking bits. And I was suddenly like seeing at the top of one of them, and I almost went, no, 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 because it just got like I just got the vision of it. It's weird. I went like parascending, whatever it's called, paragliding, to try and conquer that fear, and I don't think it worked. I liked the landing. I liked coming in for the landing. Once we were quite low, it was quite cool. You know what I mean? It was like being on a chairlift or something. But I got that feeling, and that fucking woke me up. But it was just a total anxiety. And I had to literally go, all right, mate, you're in your bed. Because my heart was fucking pounding off of a visual. And that has just reminded me, I need to write this as a Facebook status. But I did. A few times it's happened recently, and I can't like remember it, but I quite often try to like transcendentally meditate, as they call it, or open my third eye, or fucking whatever the other, I can't even remember. I was trying it for years and years and years and years, almost every night. And more recently, I've started getting it, the same feeling like when I used to go into space and I feel it and see it, and it's like I'm there. But that's it. What I'm getting is you know, like when you've got your eyes open and you can make out the shapes in the room. I can make out shit in the room, and I'm going like this, and I'm like, no, they're definitely fucking shut. Anyway, I then started to go into this like visual that I could really sense as if it was real. And what I decided to transcendentally meditate, that I was stuck between two clattering fucking inflatable mattresses, which were strung across the fucking opened like bomb doors of a flying plane, with a fucking hole in the bottom of it, a big fucking rectangular hole, with a mattress, and then me, and then another mattress, big fucking things the size of a room, flapping up and down with me in the middle, almost slipping out and fearing the speeding ground and rocky crags beneath, with a genuine sense of blood-curdling terror. So that was nice, wasn't it? Fucking typical. Other people go on these like journeys around the cosmos, or they speak to some wise fucking owl in this like bubble or something, or like they float on a boat on a river of I don't know, and they hear like sort of wise teachings, or they encounter spirits, or they learn about like strange facts from history and weird shit. I end up clattering between two fucking inflatable mattresses in a plane. And like, I was just, I had to laugh. I had to laugh. That was my first like real visual experience of something that felt like I was there. Like it was real and it was happening. But there wasn't any noise. But there was a feeling, there was like the feeling of the thing, and there was an almost noise to it. But it was mad. But like, I need to do better with what I fucking like. Come on, I know my psyche has kind of got it in for me, but that's just fucking weird. It's just weird. It's just stupid. Surely that's not fucking. I don't know. I don't know. But that's kind of just been my day. It's been battling that fucking horrible, that feeling that some people call the black dogs, and they like call it the black dog of depression. But I don't think it is the black dog. Like I've said often, there's a difference between depression and sadness or low mood. This has been like sadness over nothing and fear of nothing, but feeling really fearful. Feeling really fearful. And avoiding any approving looks from women, which is not fucking like me, mate. This fucking isn't. I'm a whore for it. I'm a whore for it. Because so much of it is so genuine and fucking just, it's just yummy. Anyone would feel that nice. Women are more charming than men. They just are. They're better at charming women and they're better at charming men. Yes, I know you can get extremely charming men, but men are only good at charming women when it's to do with fucking sex, usually. Do you know what I mean? Women can charm people when it's just about them being them. They really can make you feel charmed. Um, that's just a fact. That's not sexism, really. I just think like men. It's because it's kind of sexism. It's because men never ever in their lives are tuned into any of that fucking emotive shit. They're never allowed to be. So they're not allowed to learn on their own as women are. And that's why women have a lot of intuition. It's because they're allowed it. They're allowed the seedlings of it. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. Because I'm as intuitive as a lot of women. I've had women tell me about how intuitive I am, and like, it was one of the things I wrote in the post actually, or was it just after? That was it that I'm this really like amazing psychic guy, or was it like if it was talking to a girl, would they just call it women's intuition? And it wouldn't be a big thing. I could actually do the exact same thing, but then they'd expect it from a woman. But when it comes from a man, it's like, oh my god, you're so insightful. You're so this, that, and the other. It's like, no, I'm not a miracle. I'm just the same as you. Or am I just a girl? It's been a constant fucking like roundabout of this sort of shit. Really, this sort of shit. Like literally fucking since school. um. So yeah, I wanted. I like. You just have to write some days off. I'm sure I've said that before. It wasn't for the lack of trying. That's what I put in the post about it. I said, like, I'm having a shit day that I'm really, really, promise you, I'm trying not to make shit. Because it was, while you're struggling on, you're going, come on, just do this, just do that. And I hadn't really, like, stopped. There was some shit on my mind that I'm not even going to fucking go into. It was just like, nothing to really do with me. But it set me off on Think What Is Much and Many and Colossal. And, ruminating, they call it. And I was obsessively doing this. Like, it gets very tangled very easily. And you have to, like, I've been learning. Sometimes it will take a brush, sometimes it won't. But I can almost get it back into its, like, original shape as it came out the thing. And it's just these bits at the end that need pulling out straight again. And then you start the very long job. But I can make it all into like the light here, like it is here, and then there's just a wave to them, and you can run your fingers through it. It looks quite natural, but then it's just the frizzy ends of it and the way it sort of sticks up. You can like doesn't really show on this thing, but it's here. It just floats. It looks kind of cool. I like that. I like that. So I'm just gonna keep my head there because I like looking at my hair like that and imagining that it was my hair. Yeah, you have to write some days off. I think that's where I was at, or I might not have been. It wasn't for the lack of trying. It wasn't for the lack of trying. And just, I don't know, everything just got like, the fuck, where's the day gone? And I was getting worried about him. I've been getting worried about him a lot. And then today he was like less cuddly and more just moody with me and fucked off. And he gets to be. I'm trying to give him his space, but I just look at him and think, oh, I just want, because I know he loves his strokes. So I'll just listen for him tonight. So he quite often you can hear him over there, but I just hear the purr. And cats do purr for attention. That's one of the reasons they purr. We had a cat, got run over, and it purred. He broke his pelvis. He lived after the crash for another couple of years, but he was purring. He was sitting there fucking purring. He wanted attention. Needed attention. So I might get purred to attention, and I think this is probably near enough time to say there's angels all around you.